Good morning, besties. How is everybody doing? Please let me know what you're going to be reading. I'm not going to lie, your girl is tired this morning. I have been having such a hard time falling asleep lately. But I am currently reading two books. I don't know which one I want to start off with. I'm reading The Ever King on my Kindle for our Who Did This to You book club pick, which has been so fun lately. But I'm so sleepy this morning. I have the audiobook for Empire of the Vampire, and I think I might start with that, at least for like our first couple sprints. Because listening to an audiobook and just like sipping my coffee sounds really nice. So let me know what you're going to be reading in chat. Hi, Tara. I'm at work, but I will be reading. I love that for you. I'm sorry that you have to work on a Sunday. I also have to work on a Sunday. Hi, Emmy. How are you? What are you going to be reading? This is the first reading sprints from Arizona. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit echoey in here. We're still like putting finishing touches and stuff. I'm sorry if you can see Ross's desk in the background, which is really messy. I want to have like a cute background here eventually, but we're still in the process of like figuring where everything is going, unpacking. I still haven't fully unpacked my bookshelves because I'm going to be filming that as a video and I want to like figure out where I want everything. It just feels like such big decisions. Hello, good morning. 50 pages into Crown of Oaths and Curses, no strong opinion so far, so we'll see how it goes. I've heard really good things about that book, even though it's quite long, isn't it? But I've heard that it's like a really, really good enemies to lovers fantasy romance. But the whole first book is very, very much like they are absolute enemies. And there's not like a lot of romance, but it sets it up really, really well for the second book. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on that. Reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, that's such a classic and it's so fun. Good morning, Jules. Hello, everyone. We'll be reading Big Little Lies. 75% into it, excited to see how it ends during these sprints. That's so exciting. Yeah, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's so like thrilling and fun. I love YA thrillers and horrors. I recently read I literally finished it on Friday. The Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. It was so good. That one's more of like a YA horror, but it also involves like a serial killer. So it had like a thriller feel to it. It was so good. I work at the museum, so that's why I'm here, but I will finish in like an hour and a half. Okay, at least you're getting off of work pretty soon. Hi, Taylor. I'm headed to the store for a few things, but we'll read once I get done. Yeah, I feel like Sunday is the day for errands, going to the store, and then comfy, cozy, maybe a little bit of cleaning, and just relaxing vibes. About to start Mistborn Secret History. That is very exciting. We'll probably read The Toughest Deal by Alessa Thorne. I had a book. Wait. I think Alessa Thorne is the one who wrote the Mercenaries and Magic series. Let me just double check, unless I'm thinking of the wrong author, which could be possible. She wrote the fit. Yes. Okay. Alessa Thorne wrote the Mercenaries and Magic series, which was an absolute like Kindle Unlimited binge read for me. The first one was called The Darkest Night. And I loved her writing so much. She writes such good, like, spicy books. I'm very excited for you. Hi, Cameron. Hello. I'm also so sleepy. I think I'm going to listen to an audiobook for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and do some yoga in the first sprints. Okay, queen. That is some absolute queen energy. I'm going to be here, like, sipping my coffee. Try not to fall asleep. But yoga in the morning, that sounds so nice. Hello, everyone. Reading Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and it's so cozy so far. That one's so cute. Hello. Oh my gosh, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to hang out with me, you guys. Trying to finish Hofas. So I recently reread both the first two books of Crescent City. I'm not going to say their abbreviations. I feel like I've said their abbreviations so many times. And like, I really wanted to jump into Flame and Shadow, but then my Libby audiobook hold came in for Empire of the Vampire, and I really wanted to reread this because the next book in the series comes out in March. Does anyone else feel overwhelmed with the amount of like amazing, fantastic new release books that we have coming out this year? Like, I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I'm trying to read everything as fast as I can because like there's another like new release that's coming out the next month that I need to like prepare for. Hi, Michelle. I'm reading Into the Tide by Laura Pavlov. It's a romance book I love. Hi, Rebecca. I'm 109 pages into A Monster Calls reread. Reading my arc of Lore of the Wilds, and it's so good. I've seen this book, and it sounds so good. I've seen it, I think, all over Goodreads. So the fact that you're saying it is really good is very exciting. Hi, Bae. I'll be reading Bride this morning. I saw you posted this on your story last night, and I was very excited to hear your thoughts. I feel like Bride isn't one that I've been like shielding myself from reviews, but I feel like I've heard a little bit of like mixed reviews from it. Maybe there's only one person that had like a more so-so experience with it, but for the most part, I feel like it's been pretty positive. So I hope that you love it. Please give us updates throughout sprints today. I was listening to 1,000 Boy Kisses. Oh my gosh, but the audiobook is not good, so I'm going to read it physically. I've heard that book like will destroy your soul because it's so sad. Thoughts and prayers to you, friend. I really hope that you don't sob cry. Hi, Jasmine. Reading Ho Fast, still around 70% through and hoping to finish tomorrow or Tuesday as I have a few days off. That's so exciting. This is one that I've been shielding myself from like any thoughts, opinions, reviews, like not just spoilers, but like everything. I feel like this is a book I wanted to try to get to it next week, but it depends on how quickly I finish Empire of the Vampire because I feel like having two really massive fantasies going on at the same time might be a little bit too much for my brain. Reading Well of Ascension. Yes, they're so fun. Reading House of Flame and Shadow, that's so funny. Still, I've been reading it since February 1st and I'm only 55% in. Those are long books. Like, I have also been in a chunky book journey, I guess you could say. And even picking up this one, I was like, oh, this is only 750 pages. Who am I kidding? Like, I've literally read two 800-page chunky books recently, and I was like, am I just gaslighting myself into thinking that 750 pages is now a short book? I don't understand. So the fact that it's taking you a while, I do not blame you. Hi, Brittany. Need to do a few things the first sprint and run to the library. That's very exciting. And then I'll be reading Stud in the Stacks. Oh my gosh, love. Hi, Beatrice. Hi, it's my first time here. So happy to be able to catch you live and be able to talk to you. Oh my gosh, thanks for joining. What are you going to be reading? Or if you're going to be like doing errands or being productive, what are you going to be doing? Been struggling with HOFAS. Oh my gosh. Hello. I'm currently in the middle of cutting clips from a concert that I went to recently. That sounds so fun. What concert was it? Hi, thanks for joining. I'm doing homework and then I'm going to be reading The Long Game by Elena Armas. It was I hope we get another couple story. Oh my gosh, cutie! I was trying to decide for this one if I wanted to read it in March and where we're doing Realmathon. I was really trying to figure out if I could consider the cover for Bride at least 50% white because we're on Team Time. So we get like bonus points for reading covers that have at least 50% white on them. Because like she takes up most of the book. And then there's the moon that's also white, but then like the rest is very black. And I was like, but it's only like 50%. Like, could she be counted as 50%? Reading A Story Spun in Scarlet. That is such a tongue-twisty book title. Hopefully you can finish it today. Hi, Mel. Happy new place. Yes, I'm sorry if it's a little bit echoey. But yes, it's been really fun. I feel like whenever I lay down to go to sleep, I'm just like constantly thinking through, oh, we want to get like this for the apartment and we want to get this for the apartment and stuff like that. But I'm currently doing a vlog. So the video that will be up on Thursday, you guys will be able to like see more of the place and stuff. I am liking Ever King. I thought it had like a really strong start. I feel like I'm now 60% of the way into the book and it's gotten like a little bit repetitive for me. Like not some of their, like most of their dialogue has gotten pretty competitive, but the plot is really good. I love like all the different places that they're going to. You know, when you read a book and the scenery is just so strong and you're like, this is so vibey, I'm here for it. That's kind of how I'm feeling with this. I will switch to this after our first couple sprints. Let me just catch up on chat really quick and we will get started with our first sprint. Hi, Rhiannon. I'm in a massive book hangover after finishing Hofast last night. Oh my gosh. So I'll be editing some videos during the first few sprints. Girl, I do not blame you. I feel like when I read Hofast, I'm going to need a strategy for what to read after. And I think what I'm going to do is save Magnolia Parks Into the Dark for after Hofast. And that will be so good because like it's another like first of all, it's another chunky book. It's over like 700 pages. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? But it's a completely different genre. It's characters that I know and love, and I feel like it'll be a good transition book before I read like another fantasy. Want to do some graphics for my Instagram also. Love. Hello. It's sad that you have to do homework as well on a Sunday. Team time, represent. I'm so excited for Ramathon, y'all. I'm gonna be doing setting up my like bullet journal spreads for March and for Ramathon so that I can like track my TBR and also like points and all of that stuff. And I'm so excited. Also reading Bride by Allie Hazelwood. Yay, team time! Why am I surprised? I actually chose my team based on the team leaders. Oh my gosh, love. I'm so happy that you're here. A K-pop concert in Berlin. Oh my gosh, that sounds so stinking fun. Team time. I'm glad that we're all here and that we're all so excited for Ramathon. Absolute queens. 55% into Ever King. Love the start, but I'm a bit bored now. Yeah, I feel like the dialogue has just gotten a bit repetitive. Like they've been saying the same thing for quite a few chapters. And I'm like, let's get to the next part in the relationship. I do like that we got some really good like tension building scenes between them, like one, and then we got two, and then I just got to like a little bit more of a spicy scene, and now like I'm liking their dynamic after that spicy scene. So fingers crossed we'll get out of this little like repetitive time between the two, and we'll start to like it a little bit more. Alrighty, friends, let's get into our first sprint. I can't remember if this is the same ambient room that I used last time, but I really love it. It's just like firecrackles and some rain. So let's do this. I'll see y'all in 45 minutes. Sorry. Could y'all hear me that entire time? I forgot that I plugged my mic in. I said, how was that sprint for everybody? I'm at some like really intense battle scenes in Empire of the Vampire. And it's so good. This book is just so good. And then I was reading this comment. How was that sprint for everybody? How many pages did you do? How are you liking your books? Have you never seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Because I would be shocked if that is the case. Okay, good. I'm glad. Sorry, I was still on mute. Okay, let's go back. Hi, Mara. Reading Yellowthorn since it's a little novella after I finished. And I'm going to go straight to the next book. Nice. Reading Bride. This is such a popular book in chat today. Phantom of the Opera. Oh my goodness. Bigger than the Nightingale. That has such a beautiful writing style. How are you liking it? Hi, Nikki. Hello. Read 30 pages of The Toughest Deal. Almost at the end. Lovely. Finished my house, but now I have to go to my lesson now. Oh my gosh. I hope it goes by quickly. Read one chapter. Story's going slow so far, but I'm intrigued. Oh, sorry. Let me go through these. Hello. Welcome in. What are you reading today? Got to the library and back now to reading. Y'all, one of the first things I did when we moved to this new place, I looked up how close and like where the library was and stuff like that. There is like one of the biggest libraries I think I've ever seen. That's like 4 minutes from our house. And it's so pretty. I went there one day because when we first moved in, we were having internet issues and like I work from home. So I was like, I'm just going to go to the library and like work from there for a little while. And it was so beautiful. They have these little like study nooks that are just absolutely adorable. And I was like, I'm going to come here just like read my books. It's so pretty. So I have to go back and actually like sign up for a library card because in that moment I was like, I need to just like log into work. It was like I was on my lunch break and then we started to have internet issues. So I like rushed to the library. But I'm so excited to go get a library card. Finish my homework and gonna be reading some manga in the next sprint or listening to an audiobook. I feel like you've been in a manga kick lately. I think I remember during our last sprints you had also like started off with a manga. Listened to 2 chapters and got a snack. Finish your book. Oh my gosh. Slay. Read 2 chapters. But I'm not feeling Phantom right now. I think I'm going to switch to Spinning Silver. Read like 25 pages. Nice. What recipes are you thinking for grocery shopping this week? I was talking to my friend Mandy, who's like, she does like a full-on like bullet journal account. She does read as well, but like her main content is bullet journal. And we were talking about how we want to make like a recipe bullet journal because when we go grocery shopping, think of what we want to cook for the week. It's like all of the recipes that I've ever liked in my head just fully escape and I can't remember literally anything at all. And like I get a lot of recipes from like Pinterest. I do have some cookbooks and stuff like that, but recently I've been doing a lot of like TikTok recipes as well. And the fact that all of the recipes are just like everywhere, I'm like, I need them all in one place. And then if I have like my own little bullet journal, like recipe bullet journal, I can just like flip through it and be like, oh yeah, this was really good. This was really good, whatever. So I'm trying to figure out, like her and I were chit-chatting about it because she wants to do the same thing and we're going to like recipe share, I think. But thinking about like using a bullet journal in the kitchen, I'm so scared that I'm just going to like spill stuff on it and it's going to get so messy so quickly. So I'm trying to figure out like what type of like bullet journal to get. It definitely won't be a fabric one. It would be like a leather bound, not a leather bound, but like a vegan leather or just like something that's much more durable, I think. And then also like what size to get because she's using one that's like really little. It's like this big. And I'm like, I don't know. I like to like write a lot of notes and stuff when I'm cooking and doing things. So anyways, that was a very long-winded way to ask, what are you cooking this week? Because I might steal some of your recipes. Yes. Oh my gosh. I remember I only read The Bear and the Nightingale. I didn't continue on with that series because I felt like the first book was quite dense. But it was so beautiful. And the way that she describes Russian winter, it sounds beautiful, but it's something I would never want to experience for myself. Eating Up Iron Flame, your first fantasy. Oh my gosh, I loved Fourth Wing. Yes, I think in an hour we will still be here, so. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. I need to do more like library hauls and stuff too. I'm such an avid user of Libby, so I'll definitely connect my new library card to my Libby account. But also just like going and getting like a physical little book haul from the library is such a vibe. 60 pages. That was a really good sprint for you, Rebecca. Yeah, I wonder, I'll have to look like outside of my town. I'll be honest, when I was living in California, I didn't really go to the library very much because it was craziness. And I actually never signed up for a library card. My current library card is linked to St. Louis when we lived in Missouri. And it's actually had such a good selection. I know some people have like a ton of library cards from a bunch of different places. And that's probably a good idea because then they have like less wait times and stuff. But I've been so happy with like my St. Louis library card. And then I'm like, you know what? Like I probably should add to this because if I don't have to wait as long for like a specific book I want to read, that would be nice. But I need to start doing that more. Made it to page 70 of Bride. I'm going back to annotate. Oh, that's such a good idea. There's almost a mystery vibe to it. And it's Allie's notorious jokes are coming off more sassy and fun. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that. I love that you're having a good time. That is such a good idea to like read through a section and then to go back and annotate it. I don't think I've ever thought to do that before. If I'm annotating a book, I'm usually like annotating as I'm reading it so that the thoughts like stay fresh in my head. A lot of manga recently. Oh my gosh, yeah, that makes sense. Mangas are so good to kick a slump because they're usually quicker. I know that there are some like really chunky mangas, but I feel like usually you can get through them a lot more quickly. Same thing with like graphic novels. Reading Julie Garwood. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Taco salad's such a classic. On your iPad, that's such a good idea. It's so fun to use. Oh my god, that's such a good idea. Maybe I should do it on my iPad because I'm just so worried. Like, I wanted to do like cute little doodles and then also do like star ratings for each recipe. Like, obviously, the recipes that I'm going to put in like a recipe bujo, I'm going to like all of them, but have like different star ratings for them I thought would be cute. But I'm just so terrified that it's going to get ruined somehow, some way, because it's like in the kitchen when you're cooking and things can get like messy sometimes. But doing it on your iPad that's an elite idea. Honestly, big brain. Hi, Andrea. Just joining. Going to be continuing Powerless. Powerless is one that I really need to get to. So I hope that you like it. Reading The Engagement Party. I love a lazy Sunday. Over half the time is spent in bed reading or watching Booktube. That sounds absolutely incredible. But with that being said, let us get back to reading. We will do another 45 minutes, and I will see you then. Happy reading. friends. I'm at a very tense point in this book. So we might jump into the next sprint pretty quickly because it's like one of the major battles, and oh my gosh, it's so crazy. So much happens. How was that sprint for everybody? How are the books? Let's see. Welcome, Queen of Shadows. What a good one. Hi, Kimberly. I'm joining very late, but if there are more sprints, I'll be reading The Djinn Waits 100 Years. Yes, there will definitely be more sprints. We still have, we could probably do one more 45-minute, and then maybe another like shorter one. But yes, the move went well. Thanks for thinking of me. Happy to be unpacked finally and starting to feel a little bit settled. Finish The Toughest Deal and on to the next book in the series. Oh my gosh, love. Just finished playing some Stardew while I had coffee, so going to turn on an audiobook and do chores now. That sounds like an amazing start to a Sunday, I'm not gonna lie. Filmed in crocheting. Okay, Queen. What are you crocheting? You know what? Recently, I feel like I'm being Delulu. I do like to do things with my hands. Like I've tried embroidery. I've started to do like very chunky yarn knitting for blankets, which if I'm honest, like it's very, very simple. But I love crocheting. I see so many people making the cutest little crocheted like handcrafts. I got them from Etsy. They're these little like strawberries and flowers that I have on my rearview mirror in my car, and they're crocheted. And I'm like, these are so cute. Like if I could learn how to make something like this, I would be so happy. And then I also see people crocheting like super cute things for their headphones. Like I don't know if y'all have seen, some people make like a little leaf to stick up off of their headphones, like right on the top. It's this little crocheted leaf, and it's so cute. And then I recently saw cherries, so like from your little headphone covers, like cherries hang down, and I was like, should I learn how to crochet? But I feel like maybe it's just like it looks harder than it is, but like it looks hard to be able to like count your stitches and like to make something that's round, like for the cherries, for example, or something like that. So I don't know. I'm still like playing with the idea of if I want to start to learn how to crochet. So Mel, please give me your knowledge and your guidance. Wait, what is this ooh for? Got 16%. Lovely. Hi, Diamond. Just joined. Currently reading Iron Flame. Absolutely stunning. Halfway through my book, gonna make dinner for the next sprint. 63 pages into Spinning Silver. I fear I'm DNFing Crown of Oaths and Curses. The vibes are not vibing, sadly, even after 100 pages. Yeah, I've heard that book, like, the one thing that makes me nervous, even though I do want to read it, I don't know, I'm kind of, like, iffy about J. Bree, because I tried reading her Bonded, Bonds That Tie, like, whatever that one is, that series, which is, I don't even know. It's, like, a dark romance series. It's so weird to describe, but I tried that series, and I read, like, 3 books in it, and all of them were like so mid. And then she came out with Crown of Oaths and Curses, which was much more like fantasy romance. But then when I heard that book, it's a lot of like setup, and there's not actually a lot of like romance in it, and it's very, very like harsh enemies. They haven't become like lovers yet in that book. I was like, it makes me like a little bit nervous to pick it up because it's like 600 pages too. But yeah, if you're not vibing with it, maybe just switch to something else. 26%. Reading Queens out here. Hi, Christy. Joining late, but going to be working during the next sprint. We just had our half-term break, and I have left all my planning for school until the last minute. Hey, you deserve to take a break. Hi, Mina. 225 pages into The Dead Romantics. I've heard that book is really good. I've actually had it recommended to me a couple times. Hello, Pig Panda. I love your name. Joined a little late, got to page 281 of this book series I'm reading. City of Bones. Not gonna lie, I'm really obsessed with the book now. Love. Switch to Akamath, that sprint. My heart, my soul. A chapter and a half in, and I'm really liking it. read 20 pages of Queen of Shadows. Doing a blanket. Nice. Yeah, chunky yarn is so easy to work with. I feel like for the crocheting, you know how they sell those little kits? I forget what they're called. It's like a business name. I forget what it is. But you can buy them off of like Amazon or something where it's a crochet kit to make like a really cute little stuffed animal or something. Like I've seen like cute little whales and I'm like, maybe I should get one of those because then it will like teach me how to do it. It'll be like a nice little starter kit and then I can like put it on my bookshelves or something cute. But then I just get nervous that I'm going to buy it and then like never do it because I'm going to get too scared. Welcome in. 12% into The Spells Love. Oh my gosh, we have so many new folks coming in. Welcome on in. Planning to read Hofas. That's a popular one in chat. 80% through. Beginning middle has been great. I think the length of the book is making me lose steam now. Yeah, she's chunky, but if you have anything to look forward to, like in true Sarah J. Maas fashion, the last like 200, 150 to 200 pages are always absolutely insane. So like you're probably getting close to that point. 53 pages of Powerless. Wow, that was a really good sprint for you, Andrea. Need to learn how to crochet. I see people working on stuff in sprints all the time. I know, it just looks so fun. I mean, I used to do embroidery, which is like very easy to learn and they're really, really cute. But I don't know, like some of the crafty things that I've seen lately are all like crocheting and I'm like, is this my sign to pick up a new hobby? It just looks so fun. Book is getting better. The only thing is that the chapters are long. That's fair. The Chocolate Wishes by Tish Ashley. I've never heard of that. Oh, Everking Battle. I'm reading Empire of the Vampire. You've read that one. It's like a really big main battle that's like pivotal in the plot. Like it's like the really big battle before like the end. I'm halfway through. And like a lot of things happen with characters and like all of that. So, but now I'm curious about Everking, the battle that's in there. I loved Crown, but there's zero romance in the book. And they hate each other. Yeah, that's what I've heard. But it was also addictive. Yeah, there's something about like a true enemies to lovers where they actually start off like legitimately hating each other. Whereas like a lot of times when you read an enemies to lovers, it's like they're like partially enemies, but they're also like super attracted to each other. And so you're like, the enemies lasts for 2 seconds of the book and then the rest is the lovers part. Whereas like I'm curious to experience in Crown like true enemies for like an entire book and then see what happens in like the rest of the series. Hi Sarah, just joined during last sprint. Have 100 pages left in Curse for True Love. Oh my gosh, that book made me squeal with joy at the ending. I'm so excited for you. Been seeing the cutest crochet flower. Yes, the crochet flower bouquets are so cute. And the book, yes, I've also seen like a ton of Valentine's Day like book covers, book sleeves, and it looks so adorable. I want to learn so bad. I'm also intimidated, bestie. Yes, Woobles. That's the you can make like cute little crocheted stuffed animals. Honestly, I feel like y'all are giving me the confidence or the delulu to just be like, I'm gonna buy a Wooble little package and see how I go with it. I feel like if I get stuck, I can just look up like YouTube videos too to see like the Woobles come with written instructions with pictures, but I feel like sometimes looking up a video and seeing how people actually do it, like I learned how to do the chunky knit blankets. Like I made a baby blanket for my nephew. I learned how to do that on TikToks. And I feel like if I can figure that out, I might be able to figure out crocheting too. Got to page 140 of Midnight. Midnight is the Darkest Hour. Reading it while listening to a Twilight ambience, and I'm loving it so far. Oh my gosh, I love that. Ross was making fun of me last night because I was reading The Everking before we were going to sleep, and I had like a pirate ambient room on the TV, and he was like, "So are pirates today?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, we are." Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I feel like crocheting a sweater. Katie from Katie is Reading is like a master crocheter and she's always doing like little crochet projects, and well, not always, but like in some of her vlogs, she's doing like a crochet project where she literally makes the cutest knit sweaters. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. And I'm like, you are absolutely goals. A ton of YouTube videos that walk you through the whole pattern for free, even the stuffies. Y'all are giving me the confidence. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we're all entitled to our opinions. If a book is not working for you, you are absolutely more than entitled to just switch to a different book that you're absolutely going to love. You know what I mean? Been making pony bead keychains, and it's so fun. I love crafts. I've always been intimidated to start a new one, but pony beads are very easy and fun. That is so cute. I feel like for me, I go through like phases with my hobbies. I think Mel and I have talked about this before maybe, but like you end up just having a closet full of like your dead craft supplies where you're like, I tried this hobby, I made a bunch of stuff, I did what I needed to do with it, and now like these are all my supplies that I'm never going to touch again. It was actually funny. One of my friends who lives back in Massachusetts was like, I'm thinking about starting embroidery. And I was like, you don't have to buy anything at all. I will just mail you all of my supplies because I have the hoops, I have the string, I have the needles. Like you literally won't need anything at all besides purchasing like the patterns that you want to do. And I'm worried that if I start crocheting, like I'll have that like dead pile of stuff in a couple months, but I'm going to have the time of my life while I'm doing it, you know? So many modifications. I can't say it's Velma sweater anymore. That's okay. You have to make it your own. The crochet bookmarks, honestly, bestie, I completely agree. Yes, to the death of hobbies. It's gonna take a while though. Like I'm gonna like do cutie projects though first, and then eventually I'll just have a pile of like crocheting stuff that I'm like, will I ever touch this again? Should I get rid of it? No, I shouldn't get rid of it. I should keep it because like what if, go through all of those. But yeah, actually, Bestie, you've talked through like so many of the cutie projects that I've been seeing lately, and now I'm like, I should absolutely learn how to make all of these. Alrighty, let's do another sprint here. I'll stick with our 45. I'm like mentally preparing for this battle scene that I'm about to go into because it's like tragic. So I hope that everyone has a good sprint. If I'm over here freaking out, panting, crying, just don't mind me. Welcome back. Let me pause that. How did everyone do? That sprint felt really long for whatever reason. But oh my gosh, we got through the massive battle scene in this book. And it's crazy. But it's really good. How did everyone do? Let's see. Yes. Diamond painting coasters. I think I've only ever seen like the big posters for diamond painting, but they look so pretty and so fun. There's so many cute woobles. The whale is really cute. I think there's like a T-Rex that you can do, which is really cute. There's a fox. I don't know. There's like a lot of cute ones, but I was looking on Amazon just to like see which one I would want. And they actually have kits to make the crocheted flowers, which I really, really want to do. I think they are so cute. Welcome in. Hi, Matt. Starting the Whispering Dead. Nice. Yay, welcome back. Managed to get 61 pages read. Wow, that was a really good sprint for you. Got to page 308 of City of Bones. Nice. 68 more pages of Powerless. Okay. Absolutely slaying these sprints, y'all. Jeez. 47 pages of The Deepest Cut. Oh my gosh, I love that for you. Spent the whole sprint trying to decide what book I want to read. Still no decision made. If you have choices that you're choosing between, let us know and maybe we can help you decide what book to read. 50 pages of The Whispering Dead. Oh my gosh. I have not been being a good nugget and I haven't been tracking how many pages I've been reading each sprint, but I've just been listening to the audiobook. The audiobook for Empire of the Vampire is honestly so fire, and there's so many French words in this book that it's really helping me with my pronunciation, because when I read this the first time physically, absolutely not. I think I knew how to say oui, and that's pretty much it. But I think so far in these sprints I've read, what page am I on? Probably close to 100 pages, maybe like 90 pages. I'm trying to decide. I think that was our last sprint, because I do have to log into work in about 30 minutes and I want to take JMO outside for a walk before I do. I was going to try to squeeze in another short one, but I don't think that we have time for that. Got to 31 pages and cleaning the kitchen. Absolutely so productive. Love that. Made it back from grocery shopping with 30 minutes left in the sprint. Nice. Oh my gosh. For all the peeps that are reading Hofas and Bride, if you're still in chat, please let us know how that's going. I feel like those are the two most popular. It's so funny to see, like, in the past couple sprints, we talked about this, but there's like so many new releases coming out that like Hofas has been such a popular one in the last couple sprints that everyone has been reading. And I think like rereads of Crescent City have been quite popular as well. But if you'd like to stick around, I'm going to actually, let me check that Allie is still live, but I'm going to redirect us to Allie from Hardback Hoarders sprints. Yes, she is still live. So I'm going to redirect us there so that if y'all want to keep reading and hanging out, you can hang with Allie. She's so much fun. The Feb releases have been absolutely so incredible. I'm so excited to read Into the Dark, the new Magnolia Parks book, which I just got the other day, and it is beautiful. Very excited for Empire of the Damned, which I know I already mentioned. There's just so many good ones. I'm so excited. Thanks for coming, Brittany. Watered my flowers while reading a couple chapters. That just sounds like the most cottagecore perfect moment. Thanks for joining, y'all. Thank you. You too. Okay. Let me, it's going to end the stream and then it should be redirected right to Allie's channel. So let me just join hers too to make sure. I'm just going to mute her. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, y'all. If you would like to join our book club, the Who Did This To You book club, it's linked in the description box below. Also, if you're looking for a super fun readathon where we get to read and hang, and there's going to be tons and tons of sprints to participate in, make sure you check out Realmathon. The announcement video is on Cass's channel from Covers with Cassidy. I am a co-host for Team Time, and it's going to be literally so much fun. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, friends.